Hi guys, I'm Jiaoying Summers. Welcome back to Tiger MILF podcast. I feel like the instill confidence in the children is the most important thing.
Yeah.
They have to know you love them, and they have to have the confidence. Then you can discipline them.
Exactly.
But if the love is locking, the discipline makes them insecure and fearful, and they don't end up becoming ambitious.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
who work
yeah.
hard.
Of
They
course.
just kind of give up.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's why I don't talk to my daughter. I'm kidding. She is just changing. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
like so cold because unfortunately, like my divorce happened. The reason why I think I cuddle my son more than my daughter is that I remember when I had my son, I spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
And then his father was in the picture, so he
Yeah.
know his father. He know love from a father, love whatever he gave him.
Yeah.
So he remembered him very well.
Yes.
And
yes,
then
yes.
when he was probably like over a year, his father left the picture. So he remembered his father. He's gone.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah.
very sad story. I don't know, but I
Yeah.
feel safe to talk to you about it
Yeah.
because you are Asian.
Mhm.
And also we'll talk about your mom. It's just something happened that was very bad. Is that I remember I got a divorce. I filed for divorce, and I was moving out from our house because he
Yeah.
wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It was in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Gay, you know. And I remember I moved to this apartment. We have no bed,
Yeah.
and also they just renovated, so it's like a lot of dust.
Yeah.
So we,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just I couldn't take my son. He won't let me take my son with me.
Mhm.
He already
Yeah.
had a previous marriage. His son is like 25.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
won't. Basically, he's like, if you're gonna leave, I'm keeping Winston. You can take Margot.
Yeah.
I took my daughter, but I can't take my son. I felt so guilty. I was just
Yeah.
trying to see what deal I can make with him with a divorce. I know he doesn't
Yes.
want to be around the children.
Yeah.
He play golf all day. He's like a narcissist.
Yeah,
It's a game.
no.
You know, he doesn't care about
Exactly,
it. And I'm
it's
happy he
like-
didn't care about
Yeah.
the kid, so I know I can get him back.
Exactly.
But the problem is that I was working with a lawyer trying to offer him something he can't refuse, which is I ask for no money. I get the children.
Yeah.
I had no. I don't have to fight for my daughter. He didn't even look at her.
Uh-huh.
He didn't. The moment she's born, he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
bye." So I remember it's 2.5 weeks. I did not see my son.
Yeah.
When I got to get him, finally to get him with me, he stopped talking.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't talk anymore. He
Yeah.
was 1.5, 2 years
Yeah.
old. He
Yeah.
just doesn't talk anymore. 1.5, something like that. Was it 1.5? I'm confused. I think 1. He's like almost 6.
Okay.
Something like that. He
Yeah.
stopped talking. He was barely talking, but
Yeah.
like normal. So I think he's autistic. So I took him to the
Yeah.
doctor, and they said they cannot know for sure if he's autistic.
Yeah.
We just keep testing. So taking him to like the speech therapy, he just
Yeah.
touch the toys and just the feel
Yeah.
and thing. But he can hear. With the hearing test, he can hear things.
Yeah.
Like when the washer
Yeah.
is ready, he just go like this.
Oh,
He goes
okay.
there. He can
yeah,
hear.
Yeah.
So I think he's autistic.
Mm-hmm.
But then slowly, after he's back to me for like 2 or 3 months, he started talking.
Oh.
So I realized that I asked my ex, it was ugly for me to have this conversation, but the problem
Yeah.
is that he's very traditional and old-fashioned. When Winston don't listen to him, he basically lock him in the door,
Oh my god.
in the room by himself, just lock it. Because he think men are like, men can't cry. And
Oh
it's
my
weak.
god.
You know, he's like very old-fashioned, like
Oh, thank God you have Winston now, and like that you're protecting him.
yeah,
and, like,
he did. That's why I felt so guilty
yeah.
about that. And also, he loved his dad
yeah.
because he was in the picture. It's just how he disciplined him.
yes,
But
yes, yes.
if he do it in front of me, I'll be like, you can't do this. But I wasn't there. He thought I left him.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he thought I left him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he thought. So when I got him back, I just cuddle him and I spoil him.
Yeah.
And my daughter, thank God, she never had a connection with my ex-husband.
yeah.
When he come to see my son, she would say, "Daddy, Daddy." He just like walk away. So she
Yeah.
cried for like a month, and she's over it. She's
Yeah.
fine. So she's very tough.
Yeah.
But I kind of ignores her. Not ignore her, but if I spend more time with Winston, I don't give her the same affection.
Yeah.
She can feel it.
Oh.
So she's being cold with me, which is fine. She can. It's just that I realized that just because my son was traumatized in a way that's very verbal and visually,
Yeah.
I can see, doesn't mean my daughter wasn't traumatized.
Yeah. Exactly.
She's also traumatized.
Yes.
I just don't see it because she didn't get his love at the beginning. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's not missing.
Yes. True.
Yeah, so I
true,
felt
true.
guilty. Like now I start to reflect why I feel Margot is okay. I think my daughter's fine. She's never,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Like, and like really complicated because like the situation with your
Yeah.
husband. But yeah,
Yeah, so like now I understand like well, well, your sister is like a daddy's girl, and you guys are
hmm
mama's boy.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like for mom to like because I see my daughter like I'm a girl,
yeah,
she look just like me. It's
yeah,
kind of weird. I look
yeah,
at her, I'm just like you're gonna be okay. You're tough, but I forgot
yeah.
she's just
She's just
3 years
like you.
old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but like yeah,
exactly.
I thought you're me. But my son like oh he's a pussy. You know like let me fix it for him because he's like you
That
know.
was my mom to me and Max too. It's like I have to take care of these little.
Yeah, little pretty boys. But my daughter, she's like me. She'll be fine.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess I've realized that my daughter is also, she also needs more love.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course, of course.
But am I gonna
Yeah.
give it to her? No. But I mean, I start to acknowledge it,
Yes, yes,
and
of
that
course.
acknowledging is like
That's like the first
rule
step.
number one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first
I
step.
start like, oh, she had a hard time too. I just saw the
Yes.
Winston. Oh, poor Winston. Marco is fine.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
fine. She
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
cry.
yeah.
She's fine.
For sure.